Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video we will learn how to draw the image that is visible on your screen. So as you can see in this video, there are two main circular options and there are two main corners from where we can start. So I would prefer to start it from this particular point, and once we are done with this portion we will move further on the left or on the bottom. Now without further delay, let's move to the AutoCAD screen and start drawing. Now all the fillets, they are of 5 units if they are not mentioned, and remaining other dimensions are properly given. So let's move to the AutoCAD screen and let's draw it. So we are going to start drawing from origin itself. So first we are going to draw a circle. Now if you will take a look at the drawing, you will see that the circle is of 100 unit diameter. So starting point, specify the starting point at 0, 0 and specify diameter as 100 and then press enter. So just take a look, our circle is drawn. Now the outer circle, basically the circle that we are seeing in the image just after that, there's a gap of 14 units. So instead of specifying anything, we can use offset command, select offset distance as 14 and then simply click outwards and you will see that the outer circle is created. Now we are going to create another offset for drawing a circle, smaller circle of radius that we are seeing, smaller circle of radius 7 units or diameter 14 units. So in order to draw that, we need that on a circle of radius 60 units. So starting point, center point of that circle is 0, 0 and radius is 60 units, and then press enter. Now we will change its properties, or we will change its color so that we can basically take it as a projection. Now we need a line starting from the origin and at an angle of 45 degrees. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's specify the angle by using less than sign, specify it as 45 degree angle and just draw any line till any distance. Now what we need here is, we need to draw a circle of 7 radius or 14 diameter with center that is the intersection of these two, this circle and this line. So let's select center and diameter, start from this particular point. Which point? This intersection point, and specify the diameter as 14 units. Now once we are done with that, we will draw another circle starting from the same center, but this time the radius is 13 units as given in the diagram. Now we need to trim the non-required portion from here so that we can repeat, basically we can create a polar array. So let's remove all the non-required portion by using trim command, and you will see that our diagram will look a little bit cleaner. Now so how do we create that? Basically this yellow circle we don't need now, it will keep it. Now let's create a polar array of these objects. So press escape to come out of the trim command, select polar array. Now select the objects that you want to repeat, then press enter, and then you will have to specify the center of this array. So specify the center as center of this particular system, okay, or you can give 0, 0 as the coordinates, press enter. Now specify the number of items as 4 and then press enter. Okay, not 46, press 4 and then enter. So just take a look, all our circles are created. So we'll click on close array, and then we will trim again the non-required portion just remove it. So basically larger circle is created. Now the next thing that we need to create after this is we will move downwards and we will try to create a pedestal. So simply select a line, start from the center point. Now if these points are not visible, just make sure this option of object snap is turned on. Now right now we are not seeing it, just take a look. Now what do we need is basically we need to move downwards for a distance of 95 units and at an angle of, basically we will press at the rate 95 for the distance, and for angle we need to move minus 90. So basically we have reached till that point. Then we need to move for 28 units, so press at the rate 28, then specify angle as 0, then press enter. Now we will leave this point and then we will move further for 72 unit distance. So press at the rate 72 less than 0 and then press enter. After that we need to draw a line vertically upwards for a distance of 22. So at the rate 22, then less than sign at an angle of 90 degree. So basically some part of this pedestal is created. Now what do we need next? Basically we will move for 11 units upwards in the same direction and then we will leave it. So at the rate 11 less than 90. So basically we have created this pedestal. Now we will need another line starting from this particular point, which is at 28 units, and let's simply join it and then press enter. So we'll need a fillet of 25 units here. So use fillet command, specify the radius of fillet as 25, then press enter, select the first object and then the second object. Now our circle is basically destroyed by using this. So what we are going to do is we will use extend command. So instead of trim, click on extend and then extend this circle and take a look. This is created. Now after that, the next thing that we need is we'll need another line. Now these lines we need in order to specify the tangent. So simply draw a line like this. Now I'm leaving it here. Then repeat the same line command and draw it from the point of 22 unit length, then leave it till this point and then press enter. Now after that we will create another fillet. Now this time the fillet radius is 5, not 25. So press 5, then press enter. Now select the objects lines like this and this is done. Now repeat the same fillet command with the same radius of 5 units, then click on this line, click on this line, and it's done. So we need to extend this particular line. Then we are going to remove these lines. So select it, delete, and delete this one as well. So just take a look, we are done with some portion. Now what else do we need? We need to move to a specific distance, basically 38 units above this particular line. So select line command. Now from this point we'll need to move for 38 units, then press enter. After that basically the smaller circle will be drawn here. Now what's the radius of this circle? Radius of this particular circle is as specified in the drawing, its radius should be, okay, diameter is 20 given. So basically we need to move for 20 units in horizontal direction. So at the rate 20 and less than 0 and then press enter. After that, the next thing that we need is we need to move for 62 units in this direction. So at the rate 62, then less than 0 degree, and we are done till this point. Now we will move vertically downwards. So let's leave this line here. Now before moving any further, use 2-point circle, select this point as the first point and second point at a distance of 20. So our circle is done. Then the next thing that we need is basically we will need this 62 line moving vertically downwards. So just press less than sign and then angle as -90, so that our line is restricted, and we will draw it till this particular point and then leave it. Now what we are going to do, we will extend this particular line. So click on extend, then extend this line. Now press enter. Then the next thing that we are going to do is we will find out the point at a distance of 55 units from here. So go till 55, then press enter. Then now just leave this line so that we can draw the smaller and larger circle. So select circle by using center and diameter. Take this point as the center point. Now take diameter as 19 units first for the first one. Repeat the same command. Select this as center and 44 unit as the diameter of larger circle. So I think I have selected radius. So 44 and then press enter. So we are done with this circle as well. Now what else do we need? We will need this particular line moving like this and then press enter. Now use fillet command. Provide a fillet of radius 5 units at this particular corner, and we are done. Now we will remove the non-required lines from here, again this one as well. Then we will remove these two lines as well. Now this is a line that we have extended, so I don't want to remove it. So instead of deleting this particular line, just leave this, press escape so that we can remove the selection. Select this line and delete both of them. Delete this one as well, and then we will trim the non-required portion from here. Now we are done, we are almost done. The next thing that we need is we will need to find out the center point from where we can start this particular line. So I'm just joining it here. Okay, now what else do we need? We need a line starting from this particular center and moving till the tangent. Okay, so just take a look, this tangent sign is appearing here. So simply click here and then we are done. Now we will again remove this particular line, so delete it. So our drawing is complete. Now what we need to do is we will provide dimensions to this particular drawing. So simply click on radius or diameter first that you want to specify. Now specify radius, repeat the same radius command, then repeat dim radius for this inner circle as well. After that repeat for this one, repeat the dimension for this one. Now fillet radius we haven't provided, so we can provide it here as well, then repeat the same radius command, just write this radius here. After that I think we have provided the radius for outer one. Okay, just provide radius for inner circle. For this yellow circle as well. Then we will specify some linear dimensions starting from this particular point to this, and we are done. Then we will use some aligned dimensioning toolbar from this one to just now keep the cursor here and move your cursor along this green line so that we can provide proper dimension. Then the next thing, we'll use align dimension again in order to provide this particular dimension till this point. Aligned, then this is the point till which this dimension should go. Okay, now it's correct. After that, is there any other dimension left? Yes, there is. Select the same linear dimension toolbar command from the toolbar and then just provide this dimension. Now we should never provide a dimension in between. Okay, it should not interfere with the actual drawing. Now another thing that we need is, we'll need a line starting from this point to this particular point, and then press escape, so that we can provide an angular dimension. So second line we haven't provided, so let's provide a second line. Repeat line command, start from this particular line and let's extend it till this point. Now use angular, just we have specified this distance. Now what else do we need? We'll need to provide this align dimension starting from this particular point to this point. Now it's actually passing through that, so let's write it here. Now what do we need to do? We will remove this clutter that is there between the dimensions. Let's clean now. Now just change the annotation type. Instead of ISO 25, use standard and take a look if there is any change. No. Okay, it's not yet changed. Click on standard. Okay, and dimensions are not selected yet, so right click on the dimensions, then select similar and change their type from ISO to this standard value. Now the text is not visible to us, so what we are going to do, we will modify this now in order to make this text a little bit larger. So click OK and then click close. Now the dimensions are properly visible, but another thing that we need to change is we need to decrease the precision. So click on dimensions, go to primary units and decrease this precision to 0, then click OK, then click close and take a look. Okay, that's good. But one more thing that we need to understand here is that right now we are not able to see any arrow dimensions. So click on modify, go to symbols and arrows and increase the arrow size as well. Let's make it 4.18 and click OK, click close, and arrows are also a little bit better now. So should we increase this size further? Let's see if it makes any difference. So instead of 4, let's make it 5. Then for text as well, instead of 4, let's make it 5. Now text style you can change. You can change their arrow type as well, and then click OK, click close, and it's a little bit better, but this one is causing a little trouble, so we are going to move it outwards. I hope it's quite clear now, but one dimension is still there which is not changed, because basically this was not drawn as per standard norms. Now let's move all of these dimensions to a different layer. Select similar, then again select the portion that unselected, select similar. Now move them to a new layer, create a new layer first, layer properties, create layer, name it as dimensions, then change its color from black to, let's make it red or maroon, click OK, then click close. Now, so what we are going to do, we will select these dimensions and we will move all of them along with these lines, and this we will move them to dimensions, and all the dimensions are of red color. So I hope that's quite good. Now turn off the dimensions layer, and then we can fill this particular diagram with whatever hatch pattern we want. So we can, let's explore these options as well. Now click on any surface that we are seeing here, okay, and we can increase or decrease this spacing and these things, whatever properties we want to. We can change the angle of hatch as well from here, and we can change the transparency as well. So you can increase or decrease the hatch transparency from here. Now you can fill whatever color, whatever gradient you want to in this diagram. Just simply put it here and you will see. Now closed boundary is not determined. It simply means that there is some kind of violation of boundary, but we haven't trimmed this line as well, so let's trim this first. Now let's select hatch command again, fill this hatch green color with this hatch as well. Now this is the drawing. Let's fill another fill it with another pattern. Now make our dimensions appear, but this text size is still smaller. So what you can do, you can increase its size by going to properties, and you will see in text, this text height, you can increase it further so that the text is visible. Now take a look. I hope this drawing in this drawing you learned something new. So that's all for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day.